Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona bounced back after that Chelsea loss midweek. Barcelona get a 3-1 victory over Deportivo Alavés, slingshotting us to that number one spot, top of that La Liga table. A much improved Barcelona performance. We were feeling frustrated after Chelsea, but we put that behind us. Barcelona showed a much better performance. It wasn't perfect. You saw some frailties in the defense as usual, but you saw Rafinha, you saw Pedri, you saw Joan Garcia, you saw Lamine Yamal all have really good games, and we're going to be talking about the key moments. But before I get started on the video, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything should be posted down below in the description, and as well the link to become a member. And for these match reaction, I know a couple of you guys who want to join. I always post the StreamYard link on X and on the post section under YouTube. So if you guys do want to join and give your thoughts about the match, feel free. All you have to do is just click on the StreamYard link and you'll be directed to the stream. But starting off really quickly, guys, I want to be showing you guys the lineup for tonight's match before we talk about the result and everything. But you had Joan Garcia in goal. You had Balde, Gerard Martin, Pau Garcia, and Eric Garcia in that back line. Marc Casadó and Marc Bernal, no Frankie de Jong. And up top, you had Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski. And giving my thoughts in regards to the lineup, I thought it was perfect. I absolutely love the lineup. You had Joan Garcia start. You had Gerard Martin start in that left center back position. I would have liked to see Christensen, but Gerard Martin, I'm not opposed to that. Just Koundé some time away from the field. I think Eric Garcia deserved to be in that position. Just Koundé just hasn't been there mentally, and you want a change of dynamics. Marc Bernal starting, getting 45 minutes of action. I thought he was good. Obviously, he's coming back from a year-long injury. He wasn't at his absolute best. Marc Casadó paired alongside him, and up top you saw how differently Rafinha, how he impacts the team. You saw a much more fluid Barcelona in that second half, and he was key in the goals that Barcelona did score. And Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski, they combined. And we're going to be talking about their performances because they played really, really well. But NJ, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. How are you feeling after that performance? I'm feeling great.
To be fair, I'm happy for the win because it's been like a difficult couple weeks now that I feel like yes we didn't play the best of the best, but at least it showed that that there's a promising moving forward, and that the win was needed for them because again the next two opponents that we're gonna face is so important. So overall, it's a good win for them
Oh,
and boost for their morale, and
abs-
hopefully that it could help them move forward now, yeah, and learn from their mistake in the past, and carry on to the next couple weeks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Saket, welcome, my friend. How are you feeling after Barcelona's performance today?
Yeah, I think it we needed to score that goal because we never knew we could concede another one. So at the end of the game, at least at least we scored that one. But I like this kind of match. I know, of course, we want to win with big goal margin, but literally, Alaves is competing with Barcelona. Let's be honest. At our home, they are
Hmm.
literally in the match till the last minute of the game. When people check the score, the Prem fans or other fans, they don't watch La Liga, and they check the score from the foot mob, and they look at, Olmo got 2 goals, Lamin got goal and assist, but they don't really watch the match, what happens in the match.
Yeah.
So it is very competitive. Even if literally we have to put everyone at their limit. Lamin played entire game. We had to use every substitute there was on our bench to get 3 points. It's not easy. Look at the red cards we got, the person on the bench, the yellow cards we get. So even Alaves in La Liga is difficult.
Okay. Yeah, and Alavés, they
Also,
were really
commentator,
competitive throughout the
yeah,
match.
yeah, commentator was reading the past result between Barcelona and Alaves, and it was always 2-1 or a draw or a
Yeah.
1-2 loss to Barcelona, something like this. So it is difficult fixture if you think about it.
No, absolutely. And you saw Alaves have a really strong start to the match. They actually opened up the scoring, within the first minute. You had this sequence of play right here off of a corner in which Barcelona weren't really able to clear off the ball. We were talking about in the halftime space. Marc Casadó and Marc Bernal just a little bit slow to react. And Alaves, they opened up the scoring, and there was some doubt creeping in, and I was looking at the timeline, but there was frustration. They were thinking, oh my god, is Barcelona going to be dropping points? Is this a sort of a negative spiral that Barcelona are going to be in? But relatively quickly, Barcelona, they bounce back. Lamine Yamal gets on the score sheet, puts it right, beats the goalkeeper. Rafinha showing that intensity, giving the assist to Lamine Yamal. It was a good goal. Alaves still having their opportunities throughout the match. You had this wonderful save from Joan Garcia, him showing and him being a key difference maker. We talk about, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Pedri being the difference makers in the midfield and the attack. But in goal, you also have those different makers. And that today, that was Joan Garcia, because, right after this, Dani Olmo gets
Uh,
on the score sheet. He gets a lovely goal. And this is where Barcelona take the lead.
Also, yeah, also in the second half, I think John Garcia made a crucial save because that was not a offside. That
Yes.
offside was, yeah, offside flag was red earlier.
It
Play
was this
wasn't
chance right
complete,
here.
but yeah, this save, yeah, this chance. It was a great
Uh
save.
huh.
Again, he kept us in the game for this in the second half also. So that is
Mm-hmm.
why we need a good goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm. Because
In
you
both half,
see
he saved
the
us.
100%, and he was the one of the difference makers, because you see right here in this instance of play, it's the 85th
Yeah,
minute. Right here, Alaves puts in a good pass, and you see none of the Alaves players are offside. Balde is keeping all of them on,
yeah. Balde is keeping
and
them on side. Yeah,
they get a chance. And thankfully, it's a poor shot, and John Garcia is in a good
point
spot, and
blank.
he makes the save. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Because if not, we could be looking at a 2-2 and a different result, because
yeah.
right
And
after.
if you look at the yeah look at the both the save in first match, he was lying on the ground. He made a shot with his hand. In second, he stand up and he's made a save with his legs. Both are different saves. So he's very
Mm-hmm.
flexible goalkeeper, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's talented. Like
Mm,
everybody knew in Spain back then. Like he was up next to the next in the like next in line anyways
Mm-hmm.
back then.
Uh-huh. Welcome, Kudan.
yeah,
I'm doing well. Barcelona get the 3 points. Who was the man of the match? It was Rafinha who was man of the match. He
uh,
got two assists.
yeah,
The assist for Lamine Yamal in the opening goal, and the assist for Dani Olmo in the second. And closing off, the key instance, Barcelona on the counter, Deportivo Alaves putting on the pressure. Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal hit Barcelona, hit Deportivo Alaves on the counter, and he gets his brace for the
yeah,
night. And so, I want to be talking about the individual players for a little bit right here. Um, I want to talk about Rafinha, who was the man of the match. But NJ, I'll go to you.
Mm.
I believe that he was, he changed the face of this team. He was able to add so much dynamism, so much intensity as well to this team. And you've seen, how Barcelona they struggle without Rafinha in this lineup. And so, what did you make of Rafinha's performance tonight?
To be fair with Rafinha, like the impact that he brought tonight was big time. Like yes, yeah, sure, you can say that like he didn't really have like the best like like positioning, like play style, whatever. But hey man, if you have those kind of nice, at least impact and different. He impacted to me. He impacted like the pressing for the whole team. He made it easier for Olmo to like to like regain his form. Like overall like just the whole game he until he got subbed off he was just a true leader, like he showed like like if you want to win like
yeah,
we gotta work as a team, and that like we don't have to do the most difficult times, we can just like do the basic things, and that's what he showed, and the rest just followed, and then yeah, and moving on, it was good. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Um, I also want to give we give props to Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. He had a really good game. He was creating danger time and time again. He also had, but besides the goal, he had this opportunity right here where he tries to be a little bit cheeky. He tries to show off a little bit. He does a little ball roll, beats the goalkeeper, but then he actually hits the post.
Hit
Yeah.
the
And
wall.
yeah, it's unfortunate that he isn't able to get a brace as well. This was in the first half and everything, but it was a really good game from Lamine Yamal. You saw
Yeah,
him bouncing back after some of the criticism that he received midweek against Chelsea. You saw a much improved performance, and alongside Lamine Yamal, I thought Lewandowski also played really well. I thought his work off the ball, I thought he had a really selfless game tonight. And
Yeah.
Lewandowski, who's 37 years of age, still shows how important he was. And
yeah.
overall, I thought it was a really good, solid game
I would.
from the attacking front line.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Like it made it easier for everybody. He decided to, what, I'm trying to, be like, how do you say this? Like he will be like more.
Collaborative,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
more
yeah,
associative in
yeah,
some of the plays that he was doing.
yeah. Like you understand, it's not always him. Like he rather let others like shine as well beside him. So
Hmm.
yeah, overall, yeah,
yeah.
it did good.
Only I think. Yeah, I think specifically, I don't think we provided Lewandowski service in this game specifically. Only
Yeah.
chance I think he got was that from corner from I think Lamine, which he headed. It was good header, but their goalkeeper made the great save.
I mean,
He did.
I'm
Yo,
not gonna.
Monaco,
They're being
Monaco scored
careful.
against PSG,
Yeah,
70th minute.
they're
Oh,
being careful with Lewandowski. Anyway,
uh,
so
are
yeah,
PSG losing right now?
I believe.
Yeah, 70th minute, 1-0 to Monaco.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. Wow, look at that.
Uh,
Yeah, maybe Minamino getting on the score sheet. Wow,
Monaco,
interesting.
Monaco have those different players like from every team. They have Minamino, they have Ansu Fati, they have Pogba,
Yeah.
they have Aklome, a different kind of players. Yeah,
But
They're a cool club, bro. I like their club.
yeah,
yeah,
I like
yeah.
them.
Paul Pogba as well.
At
Him
least
having
Yeah.
they are
the
not
comeback.
appointing, they are not appointing criminals like Marseille.
I mean, to be fair, with agreeing with his being good in the league. To be fair, like
Yeah.
But Sake, I wanted to ask you, what did you make of Dani Olmo's performance tonight? Because he gets a brace, he gets 2 goals on the night. You had some really lovely goals from Dani Olmo. You saw some good link on play. Him getting the goal to give Barcelona the lead, and as well
Yeah,
the winner. And so, what did you make of his
yeah,
performance tonight?
yeah. I would say it was a good performance. Not excellent, not bad. It was good. I think
he did
some of
win.
our players at our very low confidence. Which of them I think include Olmo. I think Araujo is down bad now right now. So he's in the negative right now with his confidence. I think Olmo was one of them. I think Frankie De Jong was one of them. So these kind of players are not taking much risk. I think because Olmo had a chance to pass on to Rashford, but he chose the safe option to give it to Lamine. I think
Yeah,
some of those decisions. It's like they are playing safe. I think Frankie De Jong sometimes does that also. Or Araujo also does that. When passing out from the bank,
yeah.
he doesn't. Of course,
Hmm.
he doesn't have the ability that much compared to other center backs to break the lines. But still, it just seems like they are trying to play it safe. So
I mean,
that's what I think. But it was a
sometimes
good game
it's
for him.
okay.
From him.
It's okay to play safe sometimes,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah.
I
Just
get your point.
observation.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I get your point when
Yeah,
they were playing too much safe. I
Yeah.
get you. I mean, yeah.
Uh-huh. NJ, I want to go to you because Van Lee, he says this statement right here. He says we look a little sporadic. We did not control the match well. Now, here's my take on that. In the
mm,
first half, Alavés they did have their chances. I thought defensively did look shaky. In the
Hmm.
second half, in the I would say first 30 35 minutes, I thought Barcelona dominated 1000%. There was no Alaves competing
yeah,
in Barcelona. It was only until they make those substitutions, towards the end of the second half, in which you saw Alaves put pressure. and that's where they started to come back into the game. But what did you make of Barcelona, or how do you respond to this comment right here?
Like, yeah, I agree with Danny. Like, 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 what do you call this? Yeah, we didn't really control the match properly. Like, there were times where, like, when we win the ball, we lose the ball right away. Like,
Yeah.
there were, yeah, those kind of scenario. Then, yeah, you're right. Like, like in the second half, we were more like, yeah, we were having the possession, but with no purpose, right? So it was like a mix of both, like where like
Okay.
you can't really like predict like are they actually playing good or are they playing bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But based on what Family said, yeah, like we didn't really control the game like convincingly like control it. But there were times where like we were able to control it, but most of the time we were not controlling it though.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Was
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Saka, you want to say
On the
something?
on the yeah, on the same point, I would just wanted to say, we are looking defensively shaky because let's be honest, every single match we have like a different kind of lineup in the pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah. A different
almost not
setup.
our four of the player are not same. Also, in specifically this game, our entire midfield never played the same. Casado and Bernal never played again
Yeah.
together since the last season,
Yeah.
literally. So it is understandable that we were looking shaky.
Yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. With Bernal, like you can't really fully blame him because again, because he
Yeah,
hasn't
it
played for
is
a long
first
time,
start.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was rusty. Then they were trying to make him as the main creator of the
Mm-hmm.
game.
And that's a good
Yeah.
point because one of the reasons why you want your back line to remain the same and have continuity for a big portion of the matches is so they develop a rhythm and they're able to develop that understanding between each other. And that's something that Barcelona, they haven't really been able to have this season
Yeah.
because I don't think that Hansi
Oh,
Flick
Compared
really
to,
knows
look
his
at the
best
last
back
season,
line.
yeah, last season we literally had the same backline for entirety of the season, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was Balde, Inigo Martinez, Kouarsi, and Kunde. But with the
Kovacic
absence of
only.
Kunde, I mean, with the
Confirm.
absence of Inigo Martinez, with
Yeah.
just Kunde not having the best of form, you're seeing Hansi Flick, mismatch and try different defenders, have Araujo in there, have Eric
yeah,
Garcia in different positions, have Gerard Martin. And so I don't think even Hansi Flick knows what his best backline is, and we as fans don't know.
Yeah.
Because one game we see a backline perform well, and the next they don't, and that's gonna be very difficult. And we're gonna see that
yeah.
backline progress for the rest of the season. Let's see how this backline performs because even in this match, it was a little bit shaky at times.
Well,
You
again,
saw Alaves put
good.
us under pressure.
But I think good thing it was against Alavés. If it was Atletico Madrid, then it would have been a different story.
Uh-huh.
It would have been a different story. Man. We
Uh,
would have been cooked. We would have been cooked badly.
And so, Sega, just really quickly, what do you think our back line should be for that game against Atletico? Because there is, one thought process that I do have is play the same back line. Have that continuity because who can you bring in this back line? Maybe just Kunde for Eric Garcia, or maybe a Christensen for Martin. I don't want to see Araujo, honestly. I want to see him, have some time
He's done for
away,
two.
I,
you know.
you know,
Uh,
after all the abuse that he got, of course, I also abused him because in the heat of the moment, just after we are
Mm-hmm.
discussing the match, just after the match, so it is very hot. Of course, so I'm going to abuse him. I am that kind of a person. After the match, I am very angry because of such decision. But after 2 to 3 days, we have seen, he's very shaken by all this abuse. So I understand
can't
his
really
point
blame him
because
for that.
not only for the club, I think he should be given the rest for him also because if
Yeah,
he
he's
is
given.
feeling under pressure. But let's be honest, if you are Araujo and if you are playing for Barcelona, if you are constantly continuously making this kind of mistakes, you need to buckle up or to take the pressure if you are making the mistakes. Otherwise you need to leave the club because this is going to happen.
Yeah, but also,
Literally 18-year
like
old
also
kids,
like the thing
18-year
is,
kids like Lamine and Kubarsi gets abused because they don't act like
No,
this. They come next day, prepare for the next patch.
no.
So he needs to buckle up because this is going to happen in the entirety of his career if he doesn't perform.
then also like with I don't know, he hasn't been playing bad the whole season. He just at this moment that's he just killed it
But
Yeah,
the whole
but the
season.
problem is he has next level bozo moment like this,
yeah,
you know?
I mean,
yeah. Because
yeah, some players are like that. To be
even
fair,
looking at this season, it wasn't his first time because earlier in the season in that game against Sevilla, in which Barcelona we lost 4-1, he was the
Yeah,
culprit for that opening penalty that we
yeah,
concede that gives
yeah,
Sevilla the lead. Him in a no nonsense, no danger being anywhere near us. He commits a stupid foul
yeah.
that gives Sevilla the opportunity to open up the scoring, and obviously that frustration is boiling from past years, that game against PSG, the tie against
yeah,
Inter, and even then,
Barcola, Vinicius,
uh
Barcola
huh,
red card, Vinicius red card, Inter game.
exactly.
Now
Everything
again this,
is yeah.
Chelsea red card.
Hmm.
It's just too
But
much pile up, I think.
and so Sake, you mentioned a good point because Ron Araujo, you shouldn't be treated like as a kid. Lamine Yamal gets criticism.
Yeah,
He's been getting tons of criticism. When he posts his story on Instagram
I mean, to
or,
be
or
fair
or
though,
on social media, and then he isn't able to perform. He gets a
yeah.
lot of
Look at this,
backlash, and
even yeah, even
yeah, but
Lamine
see,
can handle
with
this
Lamine
amount of
though,
criticism.
he's shameless though. There's a difference though. He grew up in Europe, so he knows
Yeah,
being shameless.
that
He
is
grew up
true.
in he grew up in South America where like they're very emotional though.
Yeah,
There's a difference though. Like let
yeah.
me just shame him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if people like call him out. He just do his
To be
thing.
honest, I expect Araujo to be shameless also because he is
Nah,
from South America. They
nah,
don't take, pressure. Valverde also
uh-huh.
nah,
going
nah.
through
They're too
going
emotional
through
in
the
South
ringer this
America.
season, for Real Madrid, Valverde also has been going through this shit. This season
Yeah.
he has already issued two statement on the Instagram that I am doing bad, I will try my hard. Valverde also going through this. Look at the stature of that player, he's also down bad.
Mm-hmm. But
Something.
yeah. I mean, those are the things that gets you a little bit frustrated because you see, your teenagers, your Cuarcis, your Lamine Yamal, your Balle, these young players who, get criticism, but they move on. But then you see your captains, your Frankie De Jongs, your Ter Stegens, your
Yeah,
your Araujo's. You're thinking like, guys, like, come
that's
on,
the
like,
problem.
like, what are we doing?
I
You
feel
guys are
like
supposed to be the veteran leaders
Yeah,
in here.
yeah, but Ellie, but I feel like here's the thing though with Arau, like he's a good player, but the problem is like I feel like he can't handle responsibility of like lead, like help like
yeah.
guiding
I
a youngster like Kobarsi. That's what I feel like you giving him too much responsibility when at best
Yeah,
he's still he needs
I
time to like
think,
acclimate
yeah, I
himself
think,
during the game.
you know,
Because
Juventus
again,
was,
because again, it showed right. It showed many times it showed many times that what do you call this? Kobarsi makes a lot of mistake, and the Arao has to like not really babysit, more like he has to like add more responsibility, right? That's
yeah,
why I feel like with Arao, like
yeah,
during the game, you get tired of overthinking too much, right? And because of the point where you just become both still halfway. To be fair.
yeah. Also, I think Juventus was a perfect team for him. Bremer alongside him, it would have been a great partnership. Bremer and Araujo for Juventus.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, like I feel Syria would say more because
Yeah.
they'll teach you how to
Yeah,
defend properly.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
no. It was going to be a great move for him, and now hindsight being Barcelona, they should have accepted that offer, and
Nah, bro, he's too loyal apparently.
yeah.
yeah.
But,
Also,
but
one I just wanted to say shout out to Carl Salania. Ever since he left Barcelona, he seems like he joined the dark side of football. First Getafe, now Alaves. But I
yeah,
don't know what happened to him. He was a good technical player, and he just kicks player, tackles player. Since
yeah,
joining Getafe, he has been turned into that
yeah.
borderless player.
Mm-hmm. Van Lee, he asked, Konate rejected by Madrid. Should we get him for free, or do you prefer a pure left footer? He says
I
Konate,
I
French
like
Araujo.
I like Konate, but again, if you're gonna get Konate, you get to sell Arao and get a left center back.
Yeah,
With
Real Madrid are looking at Guhi instead of
Uh,
Konate
yeah,
because he is younger.
good, yeah,
Yeah. Or,
Yeah,
or even Schlotterbeck, with
yeah,
Borussia
yeah.
Dortmund,
Schlotterbeck. I
him
would
being
say
so
Schlotterbeck
Yeah,
good.
because
but
he is also,
yeah, but he's expensive though.
captain at Dortmund. It would be good for us
Yeah,
because
he's
if we
good,
are
but
thinking
he's
of
expensive though.
replacing Araujo, Yeah, captain for captain, shorter back would be good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I like quarterback. He's really good. He's like he's tall. He's fucking good at it. But
Yeah,
again, I feel like the guy overstayed too much. Too. It's been like he stayed over too much in fucking what do you call this in
yeah.
In
Dortmund.
Germany? In Germany?
Yeah. He stayed too long. He should have went to
Mm.
Serie A after 3 years in Dortmund to like
Okay.
own.
Um.
I
Uh.
don't mind them joining. Harry Kane. I
Right.
don't mind.
Right here, Ranley asking about Harry Kane. What's the opinion on Harry Kane? His style of play, dropping in deep to the DM position, can that work here?
It could
Also
work.
mentions
Yeah,
Leao.
it can
Here's the
work,
thing.
Harry
Uh,
Harry Kane dropping and Rashford or Rafinha running,
Yeah. It could work. It could work with Hurricane, to be fair.
it could
With
work.
Leao, here's the thing with Leao, right? Like I watch a lot of AC Milan because I grew up watching a lot of Serie A. I love Serie A, right? This guy is never has never been a winger. He just he played
I am
because he grew up watching a lot of wingers like Portuguese wingers. That's why he plays winger. But his body is not a winger. He's a number nine.
I
Ever
would
since day one.
say Leo is like Rashford on steroids.
No, but the thing, he's not a winger. That's the thing, though. He's not. He was never a winger. He just played winger because that's
Yeah.
what he likes. But in reality, he was never a winger. And that it took him what like until
Also,
26 years old.
yeah.
Let me land. Let me land.
Also,
It took him to
he, d-
it took him.
yeah, go on.
Yeah. So it took him until today realizing that he's not a number winger. He should have been a winger since he joined AC Milan back then. He just realized because under what's his name, fucking Allegri. That's where his best attribute now, being a number nine. He should have been a number nine long time ago. Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question about Leo. Since
Yeah,
you
but
watch him, do you think he is one of those players, who are very nonchalant, like João Felix was at Barca or at Chelsea? Do you think he
oh
takes the football too
yeah,
much seriously, like he should be, or he's like João Felix in that terms?
Is he because
he has that kind of vibe. To be fair, like that guy smiles too much, bro. Even if he loses the ball, yeah, it's annoying. I'm telling you, it's so annoying. Every time I watch him in AC Milan, he every time he loses the ball, he laughs, bro. I'm like,
Here's my thought
I'm not
process in
kidding.
regards to Rafael. I think he's a ceiling raiser. He can add like so
Yeah,
much
he can.
quality,
He
and
can.
he can add no, just transform how Barcelona they play if he's at it and performing well. Here's the thing: at times
Yeah.
he's very inconsistent, and you could when we talk about intensity off of the ball, when we talk about the pressing work, we talk
No, he has it.
we talk about how Rafinha has played today. Him pressing and
Yeah,
adding that
exactly.
intensity. Would
No,
you
he has
really
that.
get? Would you? No, but I'm talking about would you get at the same level as a Rafinha, for example? Because I see him,
Oh
as
yeah,
like I
I know what you
said,
mean.
him being a Marcus Rashford on steroids, for example. Like he'd be great offensively, but would he give you the same defensive
Yeah.
work that
Oh
Rafinha would give
no,
you?
no. Here's the thing with Liao. Like he only did it when Teo Hernandez was there back then. He did
Yeah.
he only did
Yeah,
that
and
during
I
the two
think,
years.
yeah,
That's it.
both of them, I think after that, both of them, Hernandez and, Leo had issue with manager. Hernandez, I think, got shipped to Saudi Arabia, and Leo is there,
Yeah,
I think, now.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that I wish though. Like what if Teo Hernandez stayed under Allegri? He would have popped off. But again,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it, if they're buying Liao, they had to put him as a number nine, not a winger,
Man.
because it's not gonna work in the wing. So telling you no, it's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
work.
Well, I mean, there's lots of transfer news and discussions that we're
what
gonna be
is
talking
Real
about. We're gonna
Madrid's
be
next
having
match?
against Girona
Can you say?
tomorrow away from home.
Easy dub, easy dub. Girona is literally
Yeah.
the greatest downfall in La Liga right now.
Come on,
Bro,
bro.
look at them. Look
You
at
can't
them.
really blame them though. They got raided.
Oh my God, bro. Look at this
Yeah.
record, bro.
Yeah,
Why do you,
yeah. Nusa as well. Nusa would
Manchester
be a good
City,
signing.
yeah, City doesn't really need even Savio. Still, they took
No,
him
but
from
no, but it's
Girona.
yeah.
Leverkusen
But
also,
the thing, Savio is
don't
playing
really
good
using
under.
yeah,
The thing
Savio
with
Garcia. Yeah, I
Savio
think
is like
Alex.
he's good though, like
Yeah,
Alex Savio. But the thing is, he's
he's
not.
good, but he should have stayed at Girona instead of going because he's not even getting minutes now. So what
Okay.
is the
Yeah,
point?
yeah, it's hard to break in that squad.
But guys, any final thoughts before we round off? Barcelona, they get
Yeah,
the 3 points. We're back at the top of La Liga. The next game that we're going to be playing
yeah.
is going to be against Atletico
Wait, who are we playing?
Madrid.
Frankfurt?
Uh, um,
No,
no,
Oh, we're
are,
not
are
playing
ne-
Frankfurt.
Atletico.
no Atletico in midweek.
When are we facing Frankfurt? In January?
No, no, no. That's going to be after. So we're going to be
Oh,
facing like the exact date. That's going to be on the 9th. So not
okay.
not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after.
Okay. Then when are we facing Atleti?
Yeah,
No,
Weekend?
no, this Tuesday midweek in a couple days.
What, the Madrid, the Atletico Madrid?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Look right
shit!
here.
What the? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Every
So
every
in like four
every
Okay,
three
days.
when you
days
gotta
there
tell
is
me
a
that
game.
time first,
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, what?
every 3 days there is a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Shit.
I I wanted to both of you. I wanted to both of you one question. So I think there is today is I think 126th anniversary of the club, and I saw this
Yes.
graphic that I have kept it on my AVI. What player would you add to this graphic that is missing according to you? Both of you can give one answer.
I can't even see the.
Look at
I can't
all
even see
the
the.
players and tell me
Wait, can you
tell me
highlight?
which player
Can you
would you
highlight?
add.
Can you highlight?
Yeah, I
Let
would
me
say
look at the
the
player.
list of players. Yeah, yeah. I will tell you every player. There is Messi, Xavi, Ronaldinho, Suarez, Iniesta, Guardiola, Eto, Rivaldo, Puyol, Lamine Yamal, Maradona, R9, Pedri, Cruyff, and Neymar.
Who are we thinking? Simple. Edgar Davids.
Edgar Davids.
Who would you add?
I'd go for Busquets. I'd go for
Oh yeah,
Busquets. I
and also Busquets. Yeah.
because I think he has revolutionized how you look at that
Yeah,
number. At
Yeah.
that pivot role.
I would.
I would say
Yeah,
the greatest defensive midfield of all time.
I
yeah.
would
I
I'd put
would
him
add
there.
say.
Ronald. I would add
I would.
Ronald Koeman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shout
I
for
would
Yeah,
say
sure one.
the reason why I said Edgar Davids because he was the reason why the run existed after because where he was the one who like he put Barca in a good positioning where
yeah,
like the leadership like
No.
he triggered the run. That's why I had to put them like even though he only stayed 1 year, he's still a club legend because of
Yeah.
that.
Look
yeah.
at that. So many
Crazy
quality
legends.
players.
Mm.
Specifically
Hmm.
Maradona, Cruyff, and Messi. I mean,
I
crazy
mean
lineup.
Maradona. I
Yeah.
mean, Maradona wasn't really like a fully legend of Barcelona, but
Uh,
he's more known for in Serie A
Yeah,
though, in Napoli
yeah.
more.
Yeah. I mean, but it's the
yeah.
name. It's the name of Maradona playing for the
Yeah,
club.
yeah,
I
Guys,
yeah,
just
yeah, 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 I
guys,
get it.
did you know that Maradona played at Sevilla?
Yeah, yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah,
When?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. After Napoli,
Do you know
he went.
how did they know that? Because I think I think one of the two biggest YouTubers from Barca
Ah,
fans that are
Co- Copa
that
90.
got invited to I think La Liga experience. So they were
Yeah,
creating vlog.
yeah.
So
He
they
stayed. Yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
visited
yeah, yeah, yeah. He played
La
there though.
Liga stadium. So yeah, there was Maradona shirt in Sevilla shirt in their
Yeah,
museum. So that's how I remembered.
he
Crazy, man.
didn't he didn't really have had an impact. He was just do cocaine there in Sevilla for sure. No, I'm dead. He didn't really do much an impact, but yeah, he played with Sevilla
Yeah,
at
Okay.
some point.
yeah.
But all right, guys. That was
Ah, man.
Barcelona's match against Deportivo Alavés. 3-1 performance. It was improved from that game against Chelsea. Let's see how we now
More
perform
space to
against
improve.
a much bigger and tougher test because when you look at Atletico Madrid, when you're looking at their form, they're really good
Yeah.
after that loss against Arsenal. You've seen them
One,
get
I
victories
think
after victories.
one guy was talking about Jan Verzili, that is, on loan from Barca to Mallorca. So I
Yeah,
think
but
he has
again, though,
like three
that's
assists, 3 to 4 assists. I think he has been doing good. I think.
yeah, but again, but
Also,
the thing,
he has a good,
Flick won't give him a
yeah,
chance though.
he has a, yeah, he has a good striker also. Moriki to support him. So most of his chances created are also getting finished. So he has been
Mm-hmm.
doing good.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Um, but and Angie, you want to say something before we round
yeah.
off?
Like I feel like it's a good win. Obviously, more room to improve. Hopefully that he can carry on against Atleti on
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday.
Absolutely. Well, we will be having watch along and match reaction for that match, guys. So thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. And as always, guys, remember to
Uruguayan,
like, subscribe, and
Uruguayan,
comment.
yeah, Uruguayan versus Uruguayan against Atletico. Raúl Jiménez and Ronald Araujo.
That's gonna be interesting. But all right, boys. NJ
Yeah.
second. Thank you guys for stopping by, and see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.